Mr. Sunny is back with 4 amazing new ideas, DIYs that you can pull off around the shop that might just be perfect for a problem you're facing, maybe a tool you're missing. And the first one, simple enough to make, requires a little scrap metal. There's piece number 1, 2 holes marked and drilled on one side of the angle, a larger hole on the other, and then the edges cleaned up, rounded, and a bolt fitted through. That bolt needs to be threaded to a handle because this is going to be a scraping tool for scraping away thin layers of excess paint, stickers, those sorts of things. Now, a hinge is mounted to the flat of this tool. 2 bolts make it adjustable, and then a utility knife blade dropped in. The excess bolt can be cut away, and you won't believe how well this tool scrapes. That's a serious, sharp utility blade and doing a great job. Next, a really neat way to make a rail out of some profile pipe. If you need something to slide along, here's a great design for it, and it all starts with a plate like this. 4 holes drilled into it, and the bolts are going to go through each one of them. Then a series of nuts used and bearings. The bearings will be installed in pairs on either bolt, and that spacing allows them to lock onto and ride a rail. Check that out. A pretty handy little device. Next up, using the magnet from an old speaker to give yourself a hand when doing work. Maybe not a literal or physical hand, but in this case, it's actually going to give you a couple of clips that'll hold onto material while you work on it, whether that's soldering, gluing, that's up to you. Bolt and nut used to lock in some fairly sturdy metal rod, and that metal rod now being attached to these 2 clip ends. You can use that magnet to stick to just about any metal surface, and once it's locked into place, now you set those clips. How do you need them held? In this case, soldering a wire, fixing the unexposed ends in, and then soldering the rest. Don't forget to say thanks to those clips for the help. Lastly, a really neat way of undoing a zip tie here, that metal from an old battery. Carefully peeled away, and then a key shape carved out. This is going to help with undoing those zip ties. You simply feed the thin end in, and as soon as you feel that gap, you're able to slowly pull out the zip tie. That's another one saved.